Peter watches Uncle Ben die, it hits even harder. And then he overhears the police on the radio saying, we've got him. He's driving down this and this block. Now, Peter's a New Yorker. He knows how to get around. He was going to take the subway, meaning he's been downtown before. All this can be implied that he knows exactly where they're talking about. But this is where storytelling through performance comes into play. You see, I have no respect for movies where you just try to make your actor cry. If you're a director that thinks that just because you made your actor cry on camera, that you've got a dramatic performance, that, I'm sorry, is bullshit. Your actor is there to convey the story with their face. Meaning, this scene begins with a sad Toby, and in a single shot, in a single close-up. I talked about close-ups in the last episode. In a single close-up, which is the meme everyone makes fun of. You're a filmmaker now. You don't care about that meme. In a single close-up, you watch Toby see his uncle die, and it crushes him, and he cries, and it is an ugly cry, and it should be an ugly cry. This is an ugly moment. It's real life, you know? Now, the movie's not real life, but the performance, I think, is great. But when he hears that the gunman is on such and such block, that's when his tears turn into anger, and the anger becomes focus. It becomes a mission, and he lets go of Uncle Ben's hand for the last time in his life, and he steps up and walks away. And the very next moment, now we're getting into our next action sequence, where he's running down the alleyway, and it's our first suit up. So he's pulling off his regular clothes, revealing his Ben Reilly Spider-Man outfit, and what he's already learned, climbing up walls and jumping on rooftops. He gets to a point where he's on a rooftop, and it's too far away to jump to the next rooftop, but he sees the chase happening down the block. So shoots his spider web, and it's a moment of fear. So again, even though it's an action sequence, just like the previous time he shot his first web and he was afraid, right? He hits the fear again. So even though it's an action sequence, it's not afraid to slow down and capture the human moment of change, of revelation, of, oh snap, I'm about to do something that's terrifying to me. And so we get a moment of that fear, and then he just takes the dive because he's emotionally invested. But just because, again, he was sad, he's crying, doesn't mean he's still sad and crying. In this moment, he's scared again. So he takes his first swing. He starts to get panicked, and then shoots another web on another roof, and then takes a second swing. And then we're into the action sequence where he is now in hot pursuit. And you're seeing him do this crazy, wild, awkward dance, which, again, as described in the commentary, Sam wanted this crazy, wild, awkward dance to show how Peter gets into his groove and learns how to shoot webs and swing. So, again, this is a master storyteller. Sam Raimi made the Evil Dead trilogy. He's the one who gave us Ash Williams and Hercules and Xena. He is not a novice. He's not new. He's not figuring out how to do things. He's a master storyteller at this point. He'd already made movies for 20 years with no money, and now he's been given the chance to make a big budget Hollywood picture. And every single action sequence up to this point slowly moves the notch of Peter's skills. And now, the way they construct the story, he doesn't wait for months to discover who the robber is. That makes no sense. I mean, you'd have to make an entire movie around that if that's what you were going to do. This is why this movie works, because it really picked its battles, it picked its moments. And when we are literally watching Spider-Man learn how to swing, that's also part of the fun, because he's angry and he's motivated, but he's also terrified. And so we get the whole mixed emotion of experience of Peter going through this web swinging for the first time. But on top of that, the way Sam Raimi uses the camera, that the camera as said in the commentary, that the camera follows him, and that the camera is also getting good at web swinging. So it's shaky, it's awkward with him when he's falling and scared, and as he gets comfortable, the camera also gets comfortable, and the camera does not bottom out or smooth out until he is smoother and better at using his web swinging.